Alright. We should be ready to move out shortly. So any sign of Niku? Not yet. Not yet. Alright. I believe the stream is up. Guys, let me know if the stream is live. I think it is. Alright, great. We are live, says Regis. Okay, well, welcome to the stream. In today's episode, we are going to be doing a couple of dungeons with our guild. We're going to be, first of all, traveling south. We already called into Razorfen Crawl. We're going to be traveling south to Razorfen Downs, which is another home of the Quillboar. And to give you a bit of an insight into Razorfen Downs, as that is the first place that we are going. Legends state that where the demigod Agamagan fell, his blood gave rise to great masses of thorny vines. Recently, scouts have reported seeing undead milling about the region, engendering fears that the dreaded Scourge may be moving to conquer Kalimdor. So when we went to the Razorfen Crawl, we actually freed the Quillboar from a sort of a Scourge-infested Quillboar leader who was leading them down a dark path. So we actually freed them, but it looks like the undead, the Scourge, have actually come back to Razorfen Downs. So we need to go investigate, and if that's the case, we need to stop them to make sure that the Quillboar are going to return to their noble roots and that the undead are not going to control them any longer. After that, we're going to travel south to Zul'Farrak. Zul'Farrak was once the shining jewel of Tanaris, ferociously protected by the cunning Sand Fury tribe. Despite the trolls' tenacity, this isolated group was forced to surrender much of its territory throughout history. Now it appears that Zul'Farrak's inhabitants are creating a horrific army of undead trolls to conquer surrounding regions. Other disturbing rumors tell of an ancient creature sleeping within the city, one that, if awakened, will rain death and destruction across Tanaris. So we gotta go deal with some trolls that are dabbling in undead magic in Zul'Farrak and Tanaris as well. Have to contact my ancestors for an instant. Okay, that's alright. We begin by riding south to Razorfen Downs. We may have a bit of a swim in store to reach Tanaris. Skamaz, you gotta get out of bed. Oh, tut tut. It's not too much of an issue. Niku was supposed to be here, but he has not shown up. But we do have space for more people in the groups, if more want to come. Oh, look at this. Oh, that did not work. Water sticks to my fur. Okay, let's go. Alright, so one thing I wanted to talk about as well on stream today, right, is to give you guys a bit of an update on where we're going with the whole raiding thing. So we're hoping to raid soon. Basically, what I've set up so far, we have a raid training day set up for Saturday, where we're going to kind of outline a lot of how the raid is going to work, lay out some of the basics of strategies, and we're going to do some fun role-playing stuff with some drills and things like that. That will be in Stormwind. We're going to go over to the sort of the military quarter of Stormwind and train up over there. I think it's going to be cool. Now, looking at our guild and the sort of the array of characters that we have in our guild and all the different specs and such, we have, for example, we've got lots of people that want to tank. We've got a fair few healers, actually, though. They haven't been on the last couple of days. We're a bit short on damage, but basically when we go to raids, of course, the main raid group will have 2 tanks, and then we'll have maybe 2 or 3 healers, maybe 4, depending on how big the raid group gets, and the rest will be damage. So we'll have to figure out exactly who can do what when we get into those raids, because obviously we can't run into a raid with 4 tanks. It's not going to work. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to figure out who is actually going to be the tank for the group. And then other people who would have liked to be tanks, unfortunately, are going to have to, at least for some of the raids, play it as damage or healers instead. And again, we'll work that sort of stuff out. Maybe the same with healers. We'll see. So yeah, we're going to work that stuff out. Obviously, the way I'm going to do it is we'll give priority to people that are, active within the guild, that are taking part in all these missions, that are coming along with us, all that sort of stuff. people who are doing that will be the ones that get priority to join in. Oh my. Oh my. I have no idea where to go. So let's explore. Whoo! Oliver's okay. Oh, Tarlstrom can grant us water walking. This is fantastic. So yeah, we're going to work that stuff out with the guild. We'll also create some new guild ranks and such. Oh, this is extremely handy. Tarlstrom, that's amazing. Alright. I think there's a mithril deposit down below. I kind of want to grab that. Guess we'll be okay. Oh, look! Archdruid Lunar Streel is actually able to swim underwater, which is very cool. Alright, so yeah, that's basically one of the big things with the raids, is we're going to... active members will get kind of first dibs on the roles, right? So for example, I'm thinking like Aldani has been to loads of the dungeon runs recently. She's been really active, and she's been doing a great job tanking, so she'll probably be one of our tanks for sure. There'll still be one more tank spot and stuff like that. We'll also try to encourage like a variety of roles in the raids as well. Again, we're going to be pretty flexible in terms of who can come and such. Okay, we don't have anyone else, so... Unless someone wants to jump in real quick to be another damage, we're going to be rocking with... We'll split up these groups differently. We'll put the 3 down. That's what I'll do. I'll split... I think we'll split Perfect. Perfectile. ZZ over here. Yeah, Regis, you'd be too powerful. I think we might split it up even more, though. Which way do we want to go? Do we want to go in here? I think we want to go in this way. We might split this up even more. So that we've got the healer and the tank and a damage. And then we've got 3 damage and a tank. I mean, it's not ideal, but it might make a little bit more sense if we split it like so.
I need to get closer.
Oh, what's happening there? That was weird. Oh, he just disappeared. Very strange. Very, very strange. And my group's a little slower. That's okay, because I'll be reading the quest text and stuff. It's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Alright. Also, stuff with heirlooms. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of the plan. Also, yeah, with heirlooms, I've been looking into it, and it looks like heirlooms are not as strong as any of the raid gear. So we might kind of work with that. Okay. Trying to contact Nakuda. Okay. Give her a minute. Yeah, so heirlooms are not as strong as the raid gear. So what we might do is, if it's necessary, let people use heirlooms. Maybe. At the moment, the plan is to not let people use heirlooms, or to let people use 1 heirloom each, and that's it. We might let people use some heirlooms from then on, maybe. However, I think if people use heirlooms, like, I think you'd kind of give up the right. I think this is a good way of balancing it, is that if you're not like playing with the gear that you would have had at that level, if you want to use the heirloom, you kind of give up the first dibs for any items. So for example, like, I'm going to be using, because it ties into my character's story, the Reforged True Silver Champion. And because it's an heirloom, basically it means that like any weapons that drop, I wouldn't be able to roll on them until literally no one else wanted it. So I think that's probably fair. We'll try for the most part not to use heirlooms, but if people like join in late to the raids and stuff, we might let them use heirlooms, but they just can't get any of the gear. So that might sort of balance it out, but we'll obviously try to lean into not using heirlooms at all. Especially at level 60, it'll make a big difference because there's not much gear. There's obviously a lot more gear at 70 and 80, so heirlooms are not really as much of an issue then. There might be a handy way just to fill out, especially like newer players, things. But, yeah. Okay, so we'll just split like this. So for dual wielding, I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I might let you away with it, yeah. But we shall see. Okay, so I'm going to go in with Saladin and Lunar Streel.
They can't join our group.
Okay, we'll wait for Lunar Streel to leave.
They can't join our group.
But yeah, I mean, that's something to consider. We'll confirm for sure on Saturday. And possibly, also, by the way, I'm intending to play quite a lot tomorrow and Saturday. So we might even do a raid at the end of Saturday. We might try out, start off Anchorage, and we'll see. That may work. That may work. So that's a 10-man raid. So that is something that we might be able to do. Alright, we have arrived in Razorfen Downs. Oh my god, look at that. There's a dragon here. Whoa. Heroes, I acquire your aid. I see that. Do you really, though? You seem to be fine. She's just wrecking these things herself. Okay, let's talk to her. This is Cori Straza. You're good to have come so quickly. I'm afraid I must ask you to put your lives in danger again to save Kalimdor. Amnenar's apprentice, Deathspeaker Blackthorn, hopes to return his master to the realm of the living. We must quickly make our way atop the Spiral of Thorns and defeat him before the ritual can be completed. We must strike together. Only with our combined force can we hope to stop him. I thought Amnenar was destroyed. I too thought Amnenar the Coalbringer. I can't say this name, it's really difficult. Amnenar the Coalbringer had been defeated. A grave mistake indeed. How clouded my judgment must have been to forget the true power of a lich lies in their phylactery. Phylactery, yeah. A powerful necromancer such as Amnenar can store his soul in a physical vessel, allowing himself to be reborn if the proper rituals can be completed. I should have searched across Kalimdor from Amnenar's phylactery, but I was too prideful in our previous victory. Now all of that work may come undone. Skeletons assault you constantly and plague royals out of the caves. How can I stop this ritual? I know Deathspeaker Blackthorn's newest creation, Mushlump, spews forth plague from every pore, and he has re-enlisted Mordresh Fisheye, or Fireeye, excuse me, Mordresh Fireeye. He's slightly cooler than Mordresh Fisheye, his younger and slightly stinkier brother, helping rallying the undead. Even the Death's Head has been helping Blackthorn. Their arachnomancers have created a monstrosity of fang and plague, a spider of enormous size named Erux. If you could defeat these enemies and clear the plague blocking my path, we could climb the Spiral of Thorns to defeat Deathspeaker Blackthorn and recapture Amnenar's phylactery before it is too late. Okay, great. Blackthorn's lieutenants. Amnenar's reincarnation is imminent. In order to protect the ceremony, the Deathspeaker Blackthorn has placed his most trusted lieutenants between us and him. Arax, a plague spider, nests near his young, tended to by the Death's Head Aranomancers. Mordresh rallies Amnenar's forces upon the Bone Pile. Finally, Mushlump stands guarding the entrance to the Spiral of Thorns. Once you defeat these guardians, I will join you, and together we will confront Blackthorn. Okay, and the ritual. You are good to have come so quickly. I must ask you to put your lives... Okay, I already did this. Yeah, we already asked that, and she's going to give us a belt. Cool. Alright. Let's charge. Lunar Streel fell asleep, but quickly reawakened. Oh, so there's a couple of ways we can go here. We're going around to Arux. Look at this, the Death's Head Necrolite. Too late, the ritual has begun. It was trying to cripple us there with the spell. We're going to have to take it down. We're going to have to pay a lot of attention here. This could be very difficult because we're doing this as only a 3-man group. We could certainly be challenged. So we're going to have to be on our finest fighting form, basically. Alright, excellent work so far. I believe this is the first time we've actually... What is this above us? Oh my! Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, that's terrible. Oh! Oh, that's super creepy. Oh, it's hanging from the ceiling. Our first time fighting with Lunar Streel, so this is very interesting. Oh, he's empowering the Arachnid. Okay, luckily we took him out. That was an issue. Oh yeah, hello. It's above us. Extremely Oh, I really hate these things. This is actually sending shivers down my spine. Just the idea of this spider dropping, this giant spider dropping down from on high. Oh my god, it's horrible. Let's interrupt him there. Alright, and down he goes. Excellent work so far. We're cutting our way through these spiders. Alright, they're oh! Oh! Oh no, I don't like it. I don't like it, team. I don't like it at all. Oh god. Oh. Oh. That's disgusting. Oh my god, there's more of them above. And there's a giant one, Arax. Okay. Alright, we interrupted his Venom Nova and took him out. Okay, we've got more spiders here. 2 of them, in fact. I don't think there's any point in using this cleave. It hits for like no damage. Yeah, it's useless, basically. I'm not sure why that's even on our bars, you know? Weird. Like, what is the point of cleave? All enemies in front of you. But like, Whirlwind does more than 3 times the damage for 3 times the rage. Well, I suppose it's about equal. Oh my, Lunar Streel. Oh my. Oh my. Here's Arax. Lunar Streel. Oh! Okay. Oh my god, giant spider. That's a giant spider. He's trying to hit Saladin. That's not cool. What's he doing to Saladin? He's pulling him in with a web. I don't think there's any way to stop this. Oh no, Saladin. Whew. Saladin's okay. He just broke free. Oh, he's pulling him in again. Run, Saladin. I don't know what he's gonna do if he gets Saladin all the way in there. That is terrifying. Oh god, he's pulling me in. Oh, he bit me. That hurt. Reduce my movement speed. It's not the worst thing in the world. Wasn't as bad as I feared it might be. Oh, gross though. We took him out. We got some arachnid gloves of the monkey. They seem quite good. But yeah, people are gonna have to. Oh, I want them. Great. People are obviously going to have to start paying a lot of attention now as we hit level 50. I really feel this is where you want to start gathering up all your gear to replace all those heirlooms that you may be using, which you can then bring. Oh, we're going to the bone pile so that you have gear for the raids. But yeah, all the stuff that drops in the raids should be better than the heirlooms. So that's good. Also, I'm going to have to limit the gold, how much gold people can have. Basically the issue there is that all the golds you can get, they removed all the points. You used to have to earn points for doing raids and stuff. Oh, he's having a party up there. Whoa. Bones will be added to this pile. Burn. This guy's kind of cool. Oh, he's summoned a blazing servitor. We should probably kill that. Oh my. We should maybe fight him off his bone pile so we can see the floor a bit easier. He's totally immune to being interrupted. Can't stop his spells. He's got another one of these blazing servitors. I do hit my attacks, hit both of them. Or they should hit both of them. Maybe they don't. No, they do. They just weren't close enough together. The glowing eye of Mordrash. Cool. Let us place. Hello. Forsaken ETC. Yeah, that would be a cool skin. Very cool. The whisper? Ah, that's not important. Just watch the video where Breachless throws. Oh, we should read. I forgot to read up on the lore for all of the bosses. So, Arax, the Arachnomancers of the Death's Head cult, particularly proud of their efforts. Hopefully, our team will be able to deal with this without me fighting. After many failed attempts, they finally created a suitable guardian for Deathspeaker Blackthorn. Arax is a huge spider whose body bristles with toxin-filled pustules that burst and ooze noxious liquids. Oh my god. That's so creepy. They now await the opportune moment to unleash their creation. Gross. We just beat Mordresh Fire Eye. Through the necromantic magic, Deathspeaker Blackthorn was able to rekindle the flames of Mordresh Fire Eye's soul, returning him to undeath. As a former shaman, Mordresh has exerted his twisted control over the elements. He burns and scorches all those who threaten the Death Speaker. Yeah. We're going to be fighting Mushlump next, a recent creation of Deathspeaker Blackthorn. Mushlump is a grotesque collection of parts collected from other failed creations. Full of bile, pus, and other noxious humors, Mushlump contaminates the halls, leading to... Oh my god. I can just imagine just, like, pus oozing out as you sink your blade in, just... Oh, the pus just leaking through. Oh, it's disgusting. It's so I'm sorry, it's disgusting. I love the flavor of this dungeon though, man. That's great. I'm really glad I took the time there to read the stuff. Just the thought of pus and it adds another level to the game, doesn't it? Ah, our excellent work from group number 2. They've taken them out. Here's Mushlump. Mushlump will play with you, Squishy. Wonderful. We better watch out for these bubonic geists that are nearby. Oh, look at him. He's vomiting all over Lunar Steel. Oops. What's he up to? Oh, he's breathing poison in a direction as well. Yeah, he's certainly doing damage. Alright. And down he goes. Excellent. He dropped a Glutton's Cleaver. Cool. What's that look like? Oh, I wouldn't mind that appearance, but it's not a big deal. I'm not sure how Whirlwind does this damage. Is Whirlwind's damage split? How does this work? So will Whirlwind split up its damage? Whereas Cleave will hit everyone for the flat damage. I'm not sure how that works.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
Jumbo, thanks for subscribing.
Loving this WoW RP stuff. Keep up the solid work and keep down the salt. Your tutorials and VODs are super helpful. BTW lesson 3.
Thanks. Well, they just started the quest without us, so that's not good. Fuck. I swear to God, like every single dungeon we do, something goes wrong because people just start quests without waiting. I guess, I don't know, hopefully it won't matter. Let me, guys, like, if you're doing dungeons, like, please let me do all the quest stuff. Like, every dungeon we miss, like, lore, we miss story and stuff because people start things really quickly. It's like, just, if there's something that needs to be started, let me do it. I'm gonna guess that you didn't know it would do anything. I don't think that's actually that good. It's kind of difficult in the, these ones because, it doesn't warn you if you're gonna start something. I think it's more obvious in the newer content. It's like, you are about to, you know, like, start a quest. Make sure your party's ready, whereas in vanilla type WoW, it just goes. Triple, want to interrupt that? Sounds bad. Alright, excellent. The next boss we're going to fight, by the way, is Deathspeaker Blackthorn. Deathspeaker Blackthorn rose quickly through the ranks of Death's Head cult after the defeat of Amnanar the Coalbringer. Shortly after usurping control of the cult, Blackthorn began receiving dark whispers. These whispers promised power and riches beyond belief. If he could return Amnanar to life, compelled by unnatural energies, Blackthorn discovered the location of Amnenar's phylactery and has returned to Razorfen Downs to complete the ritual that will return his former master to life once more. That sounds bad. That sounds very bad. Very, very, very bad. You're ruining my immersion, man. It's very sad. Like, I understand that shit like that happens, and it's just the game design. It happens every dungeon. Every time we do a dungeon, it nearly always happens. It's kind of a game design problem as well. That's just the way people play dungeons, is they rush through them as quickly as possible. It's kind of the point of this Let's Play, right? Is that people rush through the content as quickly as possible. They just grab all the quests. The way you do 5-man dungeons is you just rush. You do it as quickly as possible. You don't wait, you don't stop. Look at all this around the side, by the way. They're all channeling dark magics. It's the way they design the game. Excellent work. Okay, course Strata is above. Have I ever played RuneScape? No. I have not. We cannot be stopped. Oh, I think you can be. Feel like I'd like RuneScape? I probably would. Yeah. I don't see why not. We've leveled up to level 46. Oh, it looks like Skamaz might join in with us for Zul'Farrak, which would be fantastic. That'd be really good. Here he is, Death Speaker, Blackthorn himself. A Quillbore here to resurrect Amnemnar. There you can see the phylactery actually behind us. Oh, he's doing some sort of spell there. I think he got me, actually. Oh yeah, he summoned some warriors. Skeletons. Let's chop them down to size with some whirlwinds. Oh, he's summoning more. Okay, one goes down. We can heal ourselves. There we go. Alright, he's in execute phase. We can start chopping him to pieces with our executes. Too late. Amnenar is reborn with my death. Uh-oh. Amnenar the Coalbringer. He's come back. Plague Root Sprig. A wand. Okay. Hang on. I want to read the thingy. Oh, too late. I'll read it afterwards. I never leave this place alive. We got a bit of a delay between the stream and me speaking, so you don't want people to hear that. I should have said it in game chat. We can read it afterwards. It's not a big deal. He's cool though. Okay, walk into the redeemed soil. Okay, cool. What's he doing to me? Frost bomb. Oh, we've got Frost bomb on us. Oh, we're standing in the middle of it. Oh, that's a problem. There we go. This works better. Huh. Take him out. There we go. Down he goes. Ooh. Oh, look at this. Ice Metal Barbute. This is very good. I will take that. And then some Bone Fingers.
We have done it. I will take the phylactery into safekeeping. Aminar will no longer control the Quillbore.
Ananar. That's how you say his name. We got an Ice Metal Barbute. We got a new hat. Yeah. New hat. It's blue. Oh, it looks quite nice actually. Alright, hang on, let me read up on this guy. So, Ananar. The Lich Ananar was once a force of reckoning within the Scourge, participating in the assault on Mount Hyja. Oh yeah, that's right, he was in Warcraft 3 during the Third War. Afterwards, the Lich King instructed his servant to remain in Kalimdor and expand the Scourge's influence. This effort was thwarted by heroes of the Horden Alliance, however. Now, the relative peace that has been brought to Razorfen Downs may be threatened. Deathspeaker Blackthorn hopes to revive this powerful Lich and renew the assault on the Barons. Alright. Well, we killed the lieutenants. We've done well. This is only half the battle. With the support structure in disarray, it is time to strike. Well, we just did that, and here we go. A job well done, Vaalri. With Ananar's phylactery now protected by the red dragonflight, we can rest at ease. She's giving us the Belt of Tyrannic Rule. We're building up some nice gear here. Belt of Tyrannic Rule. Alright, there we go. Alright, congratulations, squad. And then we'll make our way to Sulfurak. Cool. The dungeon rush was a problem in Guild Wars 2. You can't even play the first dungeon. Damn. Okay, I think Saladin knows the way. I'm just going to follow Saladin. And I can catch up with chat. Have I ever considered setting dungeons to heroic mode? Do you know how the game works, Reachless? There's no heroic modes for most of these dungeons. Heroic mode is a difficulty that adjusts the dungeons up to, for the time, max level stuff. So there's heroic modes for the Burning Crusade dungeons, which will adjust their levels up to 70. And what I am thinking of doing for the Burning Crusade, the next expansion, is instead of doing dungeons while we level up, we're going to just level up and enjoy the lore of the zones. Our guildmates are free to do whatever they want to do, of course. And then when I hit max level, in preparation for doing the raids, I'm going to go and then hopefully get guild groups together, and we're going to run all the dungeons for the first time, for me at least, as heroics. I think that's a really good way of doing it. Especially in the Burning Crusade, because the dungeons are all kind of clumped up in different areas, so I think it could work really well. Greetings. Alright. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of doing. And I think it could work out really nicely. But yeah, I'll do all the dungeons for TBC as heroics. And probably the same for all the other expansions as well, unless the story kind of calls us another way.